Hi there and welcome back to my channel. As promised, we're going to take a break from the depressing hurricane coverage. Again, I just wanted to catch people up. So today, Mr. and Mrs. are cooking. Every light in the house was on. Anyway, being silly. Alright, here's what you're going to need. This is real quick, easy. Husband's recipe, which I taught him, varies from mine. I add white pepper, chili powder, and paprika. He's just not having it. They do now come with these things, and it's something where you can put it in the refrigerator and let it sit on instead of that. But this will get moist and wet, and you'll have a big, heavy fiasco, because this is a heavy dish. So what we got, fiasco again, what we got is one lasagna pan, one lid, one carrier. We're not going to use the carrier. We're going to trash this. What are we making, you say? Well, we're going to make our little ghetto tater tot casserole. Well, your ingredients will be a lasagna pan. Ain't that how you say, honey? Lasagna.
Yeah,
lasagna. You need that fancy lasagna. And as Cobra says, you need the Serengeti. Or, what was it you said?
Serengeti cheese.
No, you said something. It belonged to Sarah from the ghetto. Anyway, this is 1 pound of Mexican cheese. Husband always gets the little shred. I like the big shred for volume. You know, 50 pounds of feathers and 50 pounds of bricks. They both weigh the same, but it's volume. But he does the shopping. I can't complain. Tater tots. 2 cans of Rotel, because if you don't do it right, it'll be dry and it won't be no good. This is a staple that we keep in our house. We eat this a lot. This is better than Wendy's chili. So, 1 pound of cheese, 2 pound tater tot, 2 cans Rotel, 3 or 4, depending on how soupy you like it. And then this will be binded, few and far between. So I'm not cooking it because I got a bad back, but we're going to let Mr. Secret Agent Man work his magic while I record. So now I'm going to get the hell up out his way, and we're going to see him perform one of our little quick and easy dinners. As you know, the hurricane left many of us without food, so we were real lucky. Luckily, Walmart, thank God, they're a huge conglomerate. Lord, I can remember way back in the day when they were only out towards Arkansas or Missouri, and I was just a kid, and then, you know, here comes 40 years later, and ta-da, Walmarts are on the East Coast. So he's laying his tater tots. Now he's being all extra, so let me give him a hand because the camera only goes so far. So you want to kind of lay them out according to his preparation. I just kind of just eyeball it, slop them in there. It's good to have space in between, and they are still frozen, so it doesn't matter. Just spread them any old way, but if you want to be extra. So he puts them down first, and you want to save the rest of that because that's going to come in handy. Then you kind of want to put a layer of beans and Rotel on top of this because you don't want it. Our oven cooks hot from the bottom, so if we don't put anything wet on top of what's on bottom, it gets real hard and crunchy. So he's just going to spread that evenly. And if you're really concerned about sticking, after you try to get it all out. There's a spatula over there, honey. Every little bit of juice helps. Shrinkflation, man, shrinkflation. You'd be surprised what you can scrape out. So he's going to add the tomatoes next after he does this to kind of cover. We may have to run into a 4-can deal, which is what I use, but it's been a while. Yeah, another can of chili, and then some miters, as we call them in the South. And, yep, you can have fun with this one because you will play the fart game. I don't know who's the champion in the house. I say it's him. He says something crawled up my ass and died. I'm like, well, it's still alive and well in yours, so you get to play the fart game too. Woohoo! Okay, I'm just trying to be a comedian at this point. Whew, Lord, let me use this as a fan. I'm burning up. Alright, so then you want to spread that. Now, here's the chance to add chili powder or paprika, but he is not having it. Okay, they're in the door. On the side of the fridge. Paprika and onion powder. That's what I would recommend. Paprika will give it a smoky flavor. That way it doesn't taste so much like you're just eating chili beans and tater tots together. You want to lightly sprinkle that to where you can see it but not kill it. It dried up when we went through the hurricane, honey. You have to shake it a little bit. You want to be able to see the white coating, and once you see enough white coating, you need to stop. And then this is just, a same thing. Paprika is not strong. It actually adds to certain dishes. You can even put it on eggs. I think that should do, honey, just fine. So there was the seasoning. Then he's going to put a can of Rotel down. To give it a little bit of moisture and fiber. Looking pretty good there, boss. Yeah. Let's grab a picture of that. Okay. Then he's going to add the wet cheese. And you'll have to use your spatula because for some reason you can never get all the cheese out of these. I use the Tostino spinach dip, and then after I've eaten half of it, it's cold, and then I'm trying to food hack it, which I have on previous food hack videos on the main videos. So he's going to get all that goodness out, spread that around, and then we'll go to the next step. Whew, low. Y'all just don't even know. Post-menopause, we've been cleaning the house all morning. And just getting everything took care of because Mr. Secret Agent Man has to go back to work Monday. So after he does that, he's going to spread this around. Get it all even. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it spread. And try to give a little bit in your corners so you don't get hard corners where you can't, it's done petrified. Because some ovens cook differently. Then you want to take 2 cups of, there's 4 cups. You want to use half of the cheese. That way you're not just eating the salty jarred cheese, which there's a lot of carbs and garbage in it. This is why we add the Sargento. Use the good kind. I would recommend the fixed red. But use half of this, and the reason why he got the, what is that, Tex-Mex, sweetheart? Mm-hmm. So it would have a little bit of variety, if you will. So you want to spread half a bag in between the layers that we've just built. Oh, by the way, we just celebrated 17 years of blissful marriage. And that's counting Dayton. Even though we're married 12, we've been together a very long time. So then he's going to do the same thing with the chili and the tomato and the other cheese. It's basically just a layered dish, and it's everything you have in your pantry and or your refrigerator. You're going to need another jar. So basically this was, he did have to go to town to buy everything, and like I said, we shop at Ingles, which serves North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. Will be, he's playing Jenga. Our distribution center for our grocery store is demolished, so we don't know if Ingles is going to come back, which is where my husband loves to buy groceries. But thank goodness that, here, I'll help you while you go to the trash can, honey. Thank goodness for Walmart, even though I'm not a big fan of Walmart. They do have more. However, we live in a tiny town here, and there's 7 outlets, and it serves all these little bedroom towns. Honey, do you think we need more beans? I think one more can. So that would be 4 cans total of Campbell's chili. And this has really got the 4 food group. You got your meat, your cheese, your fiber, some dairy. So he's gonna add some more chili because it's looking. Try to make it in the corners, babe. So that was 4 cans, and this is the very best chili one could ask for. It's already prepared. I couldn't make it at home for what 4 cans would cost. By the time you bought the meat, onion, bell pepper, all the spices, you need this. Nah. Alright, let me help a brother out. And then you want to put your wet cheese, or no, your dry cheese, the Serengeti, or, yeah, the Sargento. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be like Cobra, y'all. Alright. So you see how beautiful that comes out? So he's going to take the rest of the cheese, you know, making sure we hit them corners and in the center, because, you know, it's going to be goopy. And how long do you plan to cook it, and on what temperature, dear?
375 for about 45 minutes.
375, about 45 minutes. And some ovens cook hotter than others. This one cooks about 25 degrees hotter than normal. I had to buy an oven thermometer because I'm like, this ain't making no damn sense. Are you putting more tater tots on? Okay, so we're still live and still going. You put some light on the subject. I'm his official spatula holder. So I don't know about you guys, but we are very lucky that we were able to find food. Luckily, Walmart has kept us fed, but there's still things that are picked over. So, okay, he's going to run over it and, you know, hand check it. His hands are clean. We always wash and do that sort of thing. Let me help him with these little corners. So you kind of want your cheese to get down in the corners so it's not so hard. Okay, now the other layer of tots, just slam them on there. They may not be many, but it doesn't matter because we'll figure it out. Just as long as you got them scattered out pretty good. And this was once my recipe, but now that I came sick and my legs don't want to let me stand up anymore, husband has become quite the chef. He makes my meatloaf better than I ever made my meatloaf. Okay, so apparently he wants some more tots, so just a few more. Honey, save that and I'll put them in a Ziploc so they don't freeze or burn, or, you know, we wind up with spare tots. So he's going to add a few more tots just to fill in the blanks. We did buy 2, so you may run into needing 2 bags. If you followed it, it makes sense. There will be a part 2 when it comes out the oven. We're going to let it rest for 30 minutes because last time we cooked when we made the Frito pie, we didn't let it cool, and I tried to serve it, and it was almost well, let's just say I almost wore it. So there's that. Leave it out, and I'll put it in a Ziploc. Oh, you got a little trick? And, of course, since the hurricane, and y'all seen my refrigerator before. Whoops, sorry. I'm in my mini dress, so you'll have to excuse me. But this was once slap full. This was all we could find at Walmart that we already had. I will be doing a review on one of these. I found them. They're like $3,492 on Amazon. I know because I'm an Amazon hoe, but I found it at Cracker Barrel where we spent our anniversary dinner for $1.50. I'm like, I'll be back. So that kind of sucked that didn't work out too well. Honey, can you get this off my hand? Teamwork makes dream work, yo. That'll work. So now what he's going to do is he's going to need his little spreader back, and you just want to it don't matter, honey. It's all going to come out the same. You really don't want to put the cheese on the very, very top because, you know, this is going to be something we're going to eat on all week. You know, yeah, I'll take a break and eat something else, but we usually like to meal prep a good bit for the week ahead. Of course, the hurricane changed that. We were topped off. I've got it down to about $1,200 because I eat the fish, and I can't proletarian diet, and I'm type 2, he's type 1. He can eat and drink, do everything. I can't, so I'm jelly. And this is kind of carby. I can't tell you the fat content, excuse me, or the calories. All I can tell you is it's pretty damn good. So with it being wet on the top, when you go to reheat it in the microwave, you won't have that thick, hard crust. And I would not recommend cheddar because it's an oily cheese, and it's just going to make it a greasy mess. And then when you reheat it, when you see the orange grease on the plate, you're eating straight cholesterol. At least this way. Do you want to spread that a little bit, honey? So with this recipe, like I said, what do you think we got into? About $20. About $20. However, it is in a 13 1/4 by 9. I don't even know why they full of those. But that's what that little blue thing's for, but I don't trust it. And getting these on are a pain because, you know, you have to bend the sides. But basically that's it. Honey, if you would like, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put a little bit of minced onion across the top just to give it a little bit more flow. I'll put a little onion on it, honey. A little bit of onion. Y'all remember the Cajun chef from back in the day? All right, that's plenty. And then, what am I forgetting? Just a little bit, just for garnish and color. Not much. Paprika is not strong. It's mostly smoky, which will complement the cheese and all that goes with it. So with my husband's hands, here goes dinner into the oven. And again, that's, what did you say, dear? $3.75 for
About 45 minutes.
All right. And that's how you make Tater Tot Casserole. And when it's done, see, 45 minutes. And one last peek. I do recommend getting one of those. So that's going to cook to lusciousness. And I will see you on part 2 when we do the plating. Thanks for watching. Try it. It's cost effective. If you got a big family, that feeds everybody. But we're just going to eat on it all week because we're so simple like that. Anyway, thanks for stopping by my kitchen and sharing yet another one of my ghetto fabulous recipes. It'll keep your belly from rubbing your backbone. Give it a try, and I will see you on the next video. There will be a part 2 of the plating and how it looks. Thanks for watching. God bless. Peace, love, and hey, granola.